Moved by Counselor Austin, second by Counselor McDonald, be it resolved that council return to open meeting at 8:55 PM and report on the general discussions held in closed session. Third-party information supplied in confidence to the municipality, which if disclosed, could significantly prejudice a competitive position or interfere with negotiations. For example, a trade secret or scientific, technical, commercial, financial, or labor relations information. A proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality. Personal matters about an identified individual, including municipal employees. All in favor?
In favor.
You want these back, Linda?
That
Sure.
carries.
So that's,
No, that's.
here that conference with us, so we need the first.
So did you want these back too, Glenn? Just if we, if you don't want those all.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, those ones there too, Rod. She wants those ones
Oh, yeah.
back too. Those ones that were given to us by the other people.
Oh, okay, you got it.
So Counselor McVeigh, if you could move, and Counselor Dayfati second. Be it resolved that as discussed in closed session, the municipally owned property located at 9 McDonald shall be declared as surplus to the needs of the municipality as per bylaw 2018-31. All in favor? That actually, Counselor Austin, I don't think you are in favor, but it is carried.
Yeah, you weren't in favor.
Yes,
Trying to get Roddy straightened out. You can't-
well, that might take a while.
You didn't give me.
I heard
We're on fire
On
tonight.
video.
Well, I got good ears, I'm half deaf, but when something.
On that side, eh?
Should we give everyone a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd love a wash break.
Yes.
You don't drink too much.
Well, aren't we at discussions arising from previous
Yeah,
council
yeah.
minutes?
Everything was good.
Need that. I think we're just waiting for Counselor Dayfati.
Did he take a 5-minute break too?
He probably took a nap.
I wanna know what he's gonna drink beside it.
He's quiet tonight.
Before, we gotta be quiet.
Oh, there he is.
40.
You guys ever watch The Muppet?
Yeah.
We're talking about the geek.
We can't hear us now.
Okay, can you hear us, Keith?
Leave it that way.
Good thing.
No, maybe not.
Can you hear us?
No.
Yeah.
Is he doing
Hello?
something else?
Is that a picture of him, not really him?
Yeah, you're broken up there, but I know you're talking about me.
Okay, okay. All right, okay, so next is discussions arising from the previous council minutes. Anything there? And then we have the approval of council minutes from January 15th, 2024. Firsted by Counselor McDonald, second by Counselor Austin. Be it resolved that the following council minutes be accepted as presented. A, regular council meeting minutes, January 15th, 2024. All in favor? That's carried.
Yeah.
That comes in.
Yeah, okay, I'm just doing a
That,
pause.
that's fine. And then that's just to accept the minutes and reports as noted.
Moved by Counselor Austin, seconded by Counselor McDonald, be it resolved that the minutes and report to items 7A to G are noted as received. All in favor? That's carried. So next we have the seminary bylaw. So are we all, okay. Are we all fine with the price increases that were in appendix 2 online? Did we need to discuss it at all?
Well, I don't discuss it, but I wasn't in favor of some of them, but I don't think it's worth changing the bylaw to. For just a few dollars on some of the pricing. She's done the bylaw, it's close enough to satisfy me.
Okay, anybody else with any other, everyone is fine with the changes, so just for anyone listening, I think for residents, it went from $500 to $640.
Oh, the first one is just talking about the, care and maintenance fees that are in bylaw 2017-9. So we just
Okay.
have to update those fees in the main cemetery bylaw first.
Okay.
So
So
we can update these yet?
Yeah, we just have to update.
it's just the care and maintenance.
Yeah.
So moved by Counselor McDonald, seconded by Counselor Austin, whereas council has received the CAO's report 2024-4 for information, and be it resolved that council approve the price increases outlined in this report for the care and maintenance fund contributions listed on appendix 2 of Schedule A of the Cemetery Bylaw 2017-9 and for,
We can- If it's not bylaw, I'd like to talk about some of the pricing. I thought you had done the bylaw.
Oh, so the main, like this bylaw that we're talking
Well,
about
the
is,
first-
is like
is the main.
is the main one. It's just about the care
Yeah,
and control of the bylaw. And there was just those old care and maintenance fees attached to that bylaw.
okay.
So I just wanna change those, but I don't wanna change anything else in
Not
that
in the
main
bylaw,
bylaw.
but then we wanna talk about the fees.
But the fees are a separate bylaw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I-
that's in the next report.
So
Okay,
the other thing is, wasn't the care and maintenance fees, weren't they?
They're mandated.
Yes, they're
Yes.
mandated by the government. So they are changing, but we were told by the government how to change them. Right?
Yes, correct.
maybe we can still change some.
These ones, we were told by the government.
We can't
Yeah.
change them, but we can change.
Yeah,
the-
the other ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Moved by Counselor McDonald, second by Counselor Austin, whereas council has received the CAO's report 2024-4 for information, and be it resolved that council approved the price increases outlined in this report for the care and maintenance fund contributions listed on appendix 2 of Schedule A of the Cemetery Bylaw 2017-9. And further, that council will schedule a public meeting for which notice will be duly given, and council will approve the changes to fees and enact the bylaw amendment. All in favor? That was carried.
So that was the easy one.
Yes. The next one,
Hmm,
this is the cemetery price list.
So, I just assumed council would wanna discuss my proposed price increases and, so we can prepare a resolution
Okay,
once we talk about it.
okay, I don't have the specifics. Oh, you printed it right out.
I have it
Oh,
here.
You didn't get that. did you?
No, it's online, so that's where I. Okay, so does anyone, is there anyone in full agreement with the proposed by CAO Ketchiba? Let's start with that. Anyone, Counselor Dave Petit, Counselor McVeigh? Thumbs up.
I have a little disagreement with it. I'd like
Councilor
to
McVeigh.
discuss.
Okay, so Counselor McVeigh, were you 100% and Counselor McDonald? I pretty much am too. So Counselor Austin, what are your concerns?
Okay, sale of internment rights, non-resident. Right at the top of the page.
Yep.
I'd like to see that higher.
Okay.
I'd say double, like from 350 or whatever we had.
So it was five, it was 525,
It was 525.
That's going to 625.
625. Yeah.
I'd like to see it. Okay, 625, I'd like to see it at 700,
Okay,
because I want them, in my opinion, I want to deter people from other town to come and using our facilities.
How many
Because-
people do that, Linda?
I haven't done one from out of town yet, and I've been here 5 years.
So it's not, I mean, it could start.
Still could
Because
start,
I asked and in Sudbury, it's $1,000, like in Beaver Lake,
Mhm.
it's $1,000 for a plot.
For a plot, if you're non-resident,
No, if you're a resident,
or if you're, yeah.
but I'm just saying non-resident, so they could come here and get it cheaper, and we have people from Beaver Lake that are buried here. and
Oh, I go up there, there's a lot of people I don't know,
Yeah.
I've been here all my life.
Yeah, and that could very well could be happening, but like since I've been here,
Yeah.
I haven't done it.
With the fees everywhere else gone sky high,
Yeah,
if we don't raise them, we're gonna incur the wrath of.
So what is Espinola?
Espinola.
Actually, we're being recorded, so maybe we can't say that. Oh, it's public.
Yeah, it's
information.
public information. So Espinola for a non. Is 750. For a non-resident. And so I propose 625, but
Well, I wouldn't go to 7 with Wayne said. For non-residents.
So this would be to 700
is, yeah.
is everyone generally, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
have
can make
nothing-
that change. yeah.
Other than I questioned about I talked to Linda about the bottom there, the markers. Hey,
Those are all mandated, yeah. That comes right from the bereavement authority. And the funeral register, those are,
I didn't like the idea of more than 4 foot where we have no limit.
oh, okay,
Somebody could put up a 10 or a 12 foot thing in the middle of the cemetery and it would look terrible compared to the rest of the cemetery. I thought a 4 foot limit was plenty or.
But it's mandated by the government, we really can't change that.
I mean, we'd have to go in and change our main cemetery bylaw to not
yeah.
allow that.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No, I don't want that.
And you know, there are, places where cemeteries are so beautiful that they offer tours. I'm just saying, I could
There's
do some.
cemeteries where you're not allowed anything but a flat
yeah,
place too.
yeah,
Okay, so is that the only change?
Yeah,
you
that was
wanna
the only
make?
one was the.
okay,
Okay, well, that's
the
easy enough.
so do you have to rate? that?
I'll just write it in.
Okay. Well, that's a big thing done, and it was a lot of work on Belinda's
It was.
behalf, and I don't know if all of you noticed all the comparisons with so many different communities and a lot of work, but once we've gotten things taken care of, we shouldn't have to deal with it too much.
What, our, what do you call it? What do we have in reserves for the cemetery?
We have one account that has approximately $6,000, and then we have a GIC. That's $14,000, and then. I think that's it.
And
There's
what do
there's
we
not a
do with
lot.
that money that's for
We can
fencing
we can
or-
use the interest for improvements.
Maintenance on the-
Maintenance, yeah.
the
plant some
cemetery?
apple trees,
That's the whole idea of that fund.
Yeah,
So
that
can do
you
them.
care of the,
okay, and I just hope it was clear that we can't, according to our notice bylaw, we can't just change fees, we have to
have a
have a public
public.
meeting just to allow the public to weigh in.
Okay,
Need a first and second meeting.
Counselor McVeigh, will you first that?
First up, yep.
And Counselor Dave Petty, will you second it?
I will.
So first by Counselor McVeigh, second by Counselor Dave Petty, whereas council has received the CAO's report 2024-5 for information. And be it resolved that council agrees with staff's recommendation for the changes to the cemetery price list bylaw 2017-21. And further that council directs a change of $700 for non-resident interment rights. And further that council will schedule a public meeting and enact an amending bylaw in the form and content attached to this report at next council meeting. All in favor?
Can I just ask you a question on that whole thing?
Sure.
Give me the definition of a resident and non-resident.
Oh, it's in the bylaw,
It is,
it's right here.
oh, I read it too, didn't I? I read it too quick then. Hey, but
It would
there, I'll
be,
go
a
back.
resident would be someone that owns property within.
So, it's on Schedule A. Page. Schedule A of, the draft bylaw. Page 3 of 5. Number 1, it talks about residents and non-residents. I can read it for everyone's benefit if you want. So, resident, the definition is for the purposes of the purchase of internment rights means a person who resides in the township of Nairn and Hyman, or who is the owner or tenant of land in the township of Nairn and Hyman, or the spouse of such owner or tenant. And then non-resident means anyone other than a resident.
Okay, I think at some time we've got to go through that and redefine, it.
Did you want to redefine it now?
I'll like have to sit down, but. I take, for example, well, Burtons, they lived here all their life. Then they moved to a nursing home.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
they're not resident.
we've come up to that and we've made an executive decision
Yeah.
to
Like I buy a plot.
to view them as a resident.
But if,
I moved to Espanola later on, now. I died.
we
You've already
could
bought-
Am I a
say
non-resident now or
within
it's
the last 30 years, or within like a 30-year or 50-year,
if you lived here and bought a plot and you
yeah.
moved away or whatever, you should
But if,
still.
if at the time you lived
Yeah.
here and when you bought your plot, would
Yeah.
you be a resident, whether you moved away or
Yeah,
not?
but then for internment fees,
Oh, internment.
it's,
Okay, well,
I'd just like to clarify, we can do that later.
But you almost have to look at that case by case.
yeah, I mean, we do look
You
at
have
it.
to have some definition for her to work with.
I mean, I do make
Yeah.
executive decisions and I usually base
They're
them
usually common sense.
on,
so
you know,
But
a
if you haven't
long-term
lived here
resident
for-
moves away.
Say 2 years, that's fine, but if you haven't lived here for 20 years, it's a,
But even if there is a family plot,
Yeah.
let's say, and I've never lived here, but I want to be buried here, am I,
you're a non-resident.
yeah?
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't,
No, I just wanted it clear because it just. It
Yeah.
Doesn't,
Okay, so
Clearly
did you
state-
want a clear definition for the next meeting?
well, we can try and write it up a little.
We could
More
just say
detail.
anyone, if you've been a resident within the previous 20 years, that should cover most people that are living, and then they go into a home or something.
Yeah, we'll write it up. I'll sit with you, Belinda, sometime,
Okay,
go through it.
sounds good.
Okay, just one question. Now, I got a son in North Bay. He passed away. I got 2 plots there. Now, if I bury him there now, what would that cost me?
So you've already bought one plot,
I bought 2 plots, one for my wife and I, one for my one son's already up there.
and would it be a casket or cremation?
It'd be cremation.
So under the old bylaw or the new bylaw?
New.
Okay.
No, I'm just curious, you know?
Yeah, well, let's,
No.
well, I know myself on the island, I'm a non-resident.
Yeah.
Even though I own property over there and everything,
Yeah, it's all.
see if you own property here, you're a resident.
yeah, but they say that when I bought the plots beside my parents. They sold me the plots at a resident fee, but they told me that when I get interned, I would be a non-resident because I don't reside there.
Okay. So a
I've
non,
got
oh,
200
sorry.
acres.
So a non-resident fee for a cremation internment would be $325.
There's $100 difference or something there.
Yeah, so $250 for a resident, $325 for a non-resident.
So I'm gonna bury my son up there, it'd be $325.
$325.
Oh,
It'll probably be the other way around.
Well, we all, we all hope that, eh? We all hope we go first.
No, it's just,
Yeah, but that's the way they explain it to me on the island.
Yeah.
'Cause I just bought those.
So we've already done the bylaw. I think we should just add the 20-year limit right now, since we're talking about it, and then it's done, and then we just proceed with the public meeting. So,
however you wanna, whether
How,
they're,
what's the 20-year limit?
So like that you've been a resident within the last 20 years. So like, let's say you've gone into an old age home, you've sold your house. And you want to be buried here, you're still considered a resident.
Let's cut it in half, because if you're
10?
in an old age home, you're gonna be there 10 years.
Okay, okay, so.
okay,
within
so
10
it means a
years-
That's all,
person, who resides or has resided,
Within the last 10 years.
yeah.
I know I'd read it before, but I couldn't. I know it was-
Okay, so that pretty clearly defines it.
Yeah,
Easy peasy.
well, that's. Okay. That's in. Well, yeah,
That's in our
yeah.
main, the problem with changing that definition though, that's in our main bylaw,
Yeah.
which if we change anything in that main body, it has to be
Approved.
approved and all that.
So let's not do that.
Let's let it go then.
Okay.
It's-
I think,
All I can tell you is I make executive decisions
Yeah.
and I generally am very fair.
Yeah, if you don't live here and you come to buy a plot, you're not a resident, you're a non-resident.
Like we have had people that have been in, seniors
yeah,
living for, the last 5, 6 years and we allow
Yeah.
them to be
That's.
a resident, yeah,
they didn't want to leave there.
okay.
So do we do anything more for the bank reconciliation?
Just have to accept it.
Okay, so moved by Counselor Austin, second by Counselor McDonald, be it resolved that council accepts the June to December 2023 bank reconciliations as presented. All in favor?
In favor.
I think that was in favor. That's carried.
You don't watch your foot and stomach.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we have our community parks and recreation minutes. Moved by Counselor McDonald, second by Counselor Austin, be it resolved that council accepts the community parks and recreation community minutes dated February 1st, 2024 as presented. All in favor?
In favor.
Carried.
these are the two that.
So moved by Counselor Austin, seconded by Counselor McDonald, whereas council notes the Township of Nairn and Hyman Community Parks and Recreation Committee Resolution number 2024, Rec 8. And therefore be it resolved that council supports the continuation of the yoga classes on Monday nights. All in favor?
In favor.
That's carried. Moved by Counselor McDonald, second by Counselor Austin, whereas council notes the Township of Nairn and Hyman Community Parks and Recreation Committee Resolution 2024-Rec-9. And therefore be it resolved that council approves a budget for $500 for the kids' Easter party to be held on March 29th through 30th, 2024. All in favor?
In favor.
That's carried. It's not gonna cost us $500. Counselor Austin, firsted, seconded by Counselor McDonald, whereas council accepts the fire chief's report as presented. All in favor?
In favor.
That's carried. Did anyone?
Sorry, I know that it's carried, that's all great. I know by reading the letter and I also know by being a volunteer. I don't know if we want to, from council, send something, because it was phenomenal, the Baldwin Fire Department showing up here. They did offer to stay to clean up, to help us clean up. We had a small crew. And, maybe a little thank you letter from our council to their council, because working together is so nice. I know it's another job for you, Belinda, but, I just think it was.
Yeah.
Anybody that had anything to do with that fire, it was extremely shorthanded in the beginning. It worked out okay, but that crew coming in, their crew of 8, and their chief and deputy chief offering to go to our hall and help us clean up 30 lengths of, or 15 lengths of hose before they went home to do their stuff
Yeah,
was awful, and they were all willing to stay. Like they were, yeah, if you guys need a hand, let's go back and do yours first, and then we'll go home and do ours. So it's, it's a pretty nice working relationship for us, because they did save our base, They didn't, we weren't able to save the building or anything, but they did,
You save a couple houses maybe.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And they were there.
Happened to have the name, I guess, was a fire captain from,
We have not got that as of yet. I spoke to the chief, last week at practice and he has not, there was a, career firefighter
Oh.
from, I'm gonna say it
Garden River,
wrong.
right?
What's that?
Garden River?
From Garden River, whatever they call the band there. It's,
Okay.
Mississauga or something like that. Is that it? He was driving by and he had his gear in his
Oh,
car.
amazing.
And he come out and he went to our fire captain and said, hey, I got my gear, can I help? And they were a small crew of 3. And then he jumped right in and helped. And then at the end, he was done. Once Baldwin showed up, he said, okay, I'm gonna carry on my way. And he went on his way, but I think the chief was reaching out to their chief
Okay,
to try and get that name to thank that gentleman.
okay.
Oh, I guess so.
Cause he whipped in off the highway to just say, hey, what, can you use me? But I think it'd be good for us with Baldwin, like, we've got a good working relationship anyways, I think his counsel and everything, from what I've seen. And it was, that's awesome. Sorry, I should have said that before it rolled on.
No, it was just accepting it. So that's fine. Okay, so moved by Counselor McVeigh and seconded by Counselor Despatie.
In
Be it
favor?
resolved- Be it resolved that council directs the CAO to send a letter of thanks to the Baldwin Township for their fire department.
Oh, sorry, but I need.
You know, just fire department. For their assistance with the garage fire on McDonald Street, all in favor.
In favor?
That's carried.
All right.
Moved by Counselor Austin, second by Counselor McDonald. Whereas council accepts the following minutes and reports F and G as presented, public health, Sudbury and districts unapproved minutes, January 18th, 2024, and Aqua, December 2023 work order summary report, all in favor.
In favor?
That's carried.
Just to note, the correspondence items.
First by Counselor McDonald, seconded by Counselor McVeigh, be it resolved that correspondence items A to E are noted as received, all in favor.
In favor?
That's carried. Okay, so we're back, okay. So does anyone have any concerns about the equipment lending agreement with the public health? They're basically giving us equipment. We like that. Okay, moved by Counselor McVeigh, seconded by Counselor McDonald, be it resolved that CAO is hereby authorized to execute an equipment lending agreement between the township and public health, Sudbury and districts, all in favor.
In
That's-
favor?
That's carried. That'll be exciting. Just for the record, there's 15 sets of snowshoes, 2 sets of pickleball, 8 basketballs, and 2 pumps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it will be tricky to figure out how we're gonna sign them out, but
We'll figure it out.
yeah, it is exciting.
Okay, so this one I kind of left blank because I'm not sure. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm on the wrong one.
How we, yeah. Just the letter.
Yeah, I think we just,
We already accepted.
we already accepted it, so we don't really.
We don't really need any we don't need to discuss probably where. We had someone respond to us, from the MTO, just saying that they are reviewing the highway and. They do it, yeah, okay,
Just a formality.
yeah, they're gonna get back to us. So then the next thing is a potential merger between Sudbury and Algoma Public Health. Any concerns or?
I think that's bigger than us.
Yeah, I
I don't
also
think we
think,
have a real,
yeah,
we can have a concern, but I don't think nothing's gonna happen. It's, if you know, if you do, it's
That's a bad
gonna,
attitude.
no, but they're gonna come together there's obviously funding issues in the back, there's obviously, they're gonna,
I think they, what did they say that there was a task force to look at combine, there must be pros and cons, and I don't know what they are.
I wonder if Counselor David has.
I,
any
I can speak to that, Madam Mayor. I am on the, Board of Public Health. There are very many concerns about the merger. There detailed analysis on the pros and cons. And within the next, we will develop a plan to explain the pros or the cons in the merger.
Okay, so we don't really need
Need
to
a
motion.
motion then?
Yeah. So then we do have Enbridge, and actually, I think this is something significant to us, talking about the concerns that natural gas may not be available to the people of Ontario. I think it's a big deal to us. We're right on the pipeline for it. They do recommend that we send a letter to the MPP and or get in touch with their municipal advisor at Enbridge. Does anyone else have any interest in showing our support for natural gas?
Yeah, we definitely gotta send something out. We don't need to
Or
be forced to switch systems again.
this isn't ringing a bell, Counselor McDonald?
No, just explain it a little bit, again, I missed something there.
So it's Enbridge who has sent us a letter, and they're alarmed that, when, let's say, let's say I build a new house and I want to bring natural gas into my house, those connections aren't amortized any longer. You're basically told you have to pay for them up front. That was their one main concern. But they're also concerned that natural gas just may not be available to as many people in Ontario. So they're just looking for support for natural gas. I think we all use natural gas. And we like it.
Alberta's gonna separate. Enough.
Counselor Dave Hutty,
So I'm totally electric, and I think it's the way of the future. So I can't support encouraging natural gas.
okay, Counselor McVeigh,
I'm in favor of sending a letter.
okay, so do we have
Is there any particular comments or just send a general letter?
I think
Offer
it's,
them full support and keep their system going.
yeah, I think just general, I don't think we really care too much about whether it's amortized or, I mean, I guess that's a detail.
If you're building a house.
Yes, you're right, if I was building a house, I would care.
You want 40 people to move to Nairn and build 40 homes and
It'd be the same as they want us to all have electric cars, but they got no hydro.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna heat your house with?
Yeah, not to mention electric heat is expensive.
No, actually, it's not. I heat my house with electricity, and it's really not very expensive.
Moved by, Counselor
pros.
McVeigh. Pardon?
Yeah, that, I don't know.
Sorry, we didn't hear that, Keith.
Okay, you were frozen for a while,
Oh.
but I heat my home with electric, power, and it's not very expensive.
Moved by Trevor McVeigh, seconded by Counselor McDonald, whereas council has received the correspondence from Enbridge Gas regarding the Ontario Energy Board's decision phase one of Enbridge Gas 2024 rebasing application. And whereas this decision will make it financially difficult for owners of new residential and business builds to connect to natural gas. And therefore, council directs that CAO will send a letter supporting the continuation of the use of natural gas. Do we want to add a sentence and do not support the lack of amortization? Okay, okay, all in favor?
No.
It is carried.
Again,
Then we have the OPP, but I don't think there's much to say about that. Town of Hanover, about social and economic prosperity review, I think with the OMA, was that? Yes. Is anyone
AMO.
interested in that? The provincial government to commit to undertake along with the AMO as comprehensive social and economic prosperity review to promote the stability and sustainability of municipal finances. So no one's interested in that? Okay,
Just if you do.
well, should we
Yeah,
go?
Yeah,
Okay, so first, okay, but I don't say firsted or seconded. So it's first by Counselor McDonald, that's not true, seconded by Trevor. Be it resolved that council supports the resolution from the town of Hanover, calling upon the provincial government to commit to undertake along with the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, a comprehensive social and economic prosperity review to promote the stability and sustainability of municipal finances across Ontario. And further, that a copy of this resolution will be circulated to the Minister of Municipal Affairs and the Association of Municipalities of Ontario and the town of Hanover. All in favor? You are in favor.
in favor.
No,
So Counselor Day Petty is in favor,
no,
but no one else is, so it's defeated. There we go.
sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, I'm here to help you through. I'll let you know how to vote. Next, we have from the city of Sarnia, to cancel the carbon tax, which is finally financially hurting Canadian citizens. Any opinions about this? Canceling carbon
Yeah,
tax?
cancel it.
Yes to cancel it? Yes to cancel it. Trevor says cancel it. Counselor Despatie,
In favor.
you're in favor. Okay, moved by Counselor McVeigh, seconded by Counselor McDonald. Be it resolved that the council supports the resolution from the city of Sarnia Bonnfield Township calling upon the federal government to cancel the carbon tax, which is financially hurting Canadian citizens at a time when affordability concerns are at an all-time high. And further, that a copy of this resolution will be circulated. The Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, and the city of Sudbury, all in favor.
In favor.
It's carried. And then the municipality of Tweed, talking about reinstating the license plate renewal fees. I do not recommend that our municipality be responsible for doing that. No,
I think we all say no.
no, Counselor McDonald. Counselor Despatie, do you support reinstating the license plate fees?
I'm in favor.
Of reinstating?
Yeah,
Okay. Moved by Counselor McDonald, second by Counselor McVeigh. Be it resolved that council supports the resolution of the municipality of Tweed calling upon the government of Ontario to reinstate the license plate renewal fees, and that all the monies collected be distributed to support municipal infrastructure improvements, ensuring long-term prosperity and safety of all our communities, and further that a copy of this resolution will be circulated to the Honorable Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario, and to the municipality of Tweed. All in favor?
I'm in favor.
And so it's defeated. I think they're not wrong that we do need, infrastructure improvements. That's just not,
We ain't gonna get the money. That's what it
we
was.
probably need more than that.
Yeah.
So this is about the lifespan of fire trucks. I actually think pretty strongly that this could, especially in small
Yeah.
municipalities where we have a fire truck with not a lot of kilometers on it. Well, I don't know what the rule is, but after 20 years, you have to get another truck, whether it's running or not. So I actually really agree with this. How about you, Counselor
Yes,
Austin?
I definitely
Yes.
agree.
Yeah, all right.
They
This is-
don't need a new truck, but
We
Yeah.
have,
when our old ones is.
I mean, one thing that,
14,575 kilometers on one and 14,800 and something on
it's
the
like
other.
you just had a haul check.
Yeah, and they're two trucks and one's, I don't know how old, and the other one's, anyway.
Yeah,
And they look like the day they were
The
bought.
one at Sand Bay is. But that's, what's 23 or 24 years old, it's like a
Yeah.
new truck.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's got 30 on it, I think.
Might
It's got a
have
lot
30.
more than the other two.
we baby them. It's true.
Well, they don't get used like a city truck.
No, I mean, one thing that CEO Ketchabah mentioned that we might want to state that we support this, especially in smaller communities. You care enough to add that? Oh,
So, yeah, it's there.
okay. Small rural means, okay, moved by Councillor McVeigh, seconded by Councillor McDonald. Be it resolved that council supports the resolution from the county of Prince Edward calling attention to the issue that small rural municipalities must meet the same standards for fire apparatus and fire trucks. And whereas fire apparatus is governed by industry best practices and the fire underwriters survey for replacement schedules, and whereas no provincial funding is available for new fire trucks, and therefore be it resolved that council supports the request for the FUS to create a new community fire protection insurance system that does not put all municipalities under the same umbrella with distinct categories for rural and urban municipalities. And further, that a copy of this resolution will be circulated to the Honorable Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario, and Honorable David Piccini, Minister of Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development, the Honorable Paul Calandra, Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, and the County of Prince Edward. All in favor?
In favor.
That's carried. I think that was ever gonna end. We can all turn the page. Oh, so then is there anything for the tax arrears?
So we did first readings of these bylaws last month, and there was a question about interest being compounded on interest. So I did some research, and that is true. We do not compound interest on interest. It's stated in the Municipal Taxes and Interest Act that we cannot do that. So I did check
Yeah,
in to
no,
make sure I understood it properly with a
Just
few
so we
other
know.
municipalities, so no, we don't do that. And no other municipalities do. It was a good question.
What I want to ask now, oh, okay, we don't compound it monthly, but do we do it yearly? Like after a year?
You're
Sorry.
gonna get in trouble.
Oh, just so we knew. right?
Okay, well, this one doesn't talk about that one. I believe the next one does. I just need to read it again.
Okay, no, it's,
So moved by Councillor McDonald, second by Councillor McVeigh, be it resolved that being a bylaw to change a rate of interest on tax arrears be read a second and third time and finally passed in open council, and its number shall be 2024-1. All in favor?
In favor.
That's carried. Do you just need a minute to look?
It doesn't read like we do that. It just talks about all taxes of the, this is on the interim levy that are in default, there will be interest, and all taxes of the interim levy that are in default. From the previous year, interest will be added. It doesn't talk about interest being added on interest.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
I have to, no.
Read that.
I'm not reading that.
Wait.
Whoa.
Little lovely login.
Moved by, Counselor McVeigh, seconded by Counselor McDonald, be it resolved that being a bylaw to provide for an interim tax levy, to provide for the payment of taxes and to provide for penalty and interest of 15% per annum, be read a second and third time and finally passed in open council, and its number shall be 2024-2. All in favor?
In favor.
That's carried. Moved by Counselor McVeigh, seconded by, Counselor McDonald, be it resolved that being a bylaw to regulate the supply of water and the price thereof from the municipal waterworks be read a second and third time and finally passed in open council, and its number shall be 2024-4. All in favor?
In favor.
That's carried. So that's the water done.
Information only.
I did not find this information super helpful. I didn't, but
I just thought I'd pass it on.
yeah, moved by Counselor McDonald, seconded by Counselor McVeigh, be it resolved that council accepts for information only agenda item 11A is presented. All in favor?
In favor.
That's carried. Woo-hoo, we're getting to the end here. So, we have a motion and talking about moving council meeting from 7 PM to 6 PM. To not so that meetings can get longer. That is not the point. But
I was just gonna go, I wanna make an amendment to that before you.
yeah, we can, but I really feel that by this time of night, it's getting difficult and many of us are here early. Counselor McDonald, did you have something?
Well, starting at 6 would be difficult for me. Be here.
I feel that's supper time for most, and unfortunately, the working people don't get home till 5:30, most of them. And it's too early.
Counselor McVeigh?
I don't have any issue at all. I
Counselor,
would like to see it at 6 and then at 10 instead of 7 and 11. Because it would just,
so we,
work all day and get it done.
We haven't made it to 11 yet.
No, I know, but
no, we don't want to.
yeah,
I just figure people that wanna come to a meeting, it's right at supper time. It's not- We've never had problems with it being at 7 for the last 50 years. That's what they were.
Can I just make a comment? There is a general trend being moved through quite a few local municipalities and others, that they're moving them to be earlier.
Or even during the day.
Or even during the day. They're finding that they're more productive and that you're not as exhausted making important decisions, but that's just a trend that a lot of councils have moved. Baldwin has moved, I believe, to 5 o'clock.
You wanna move with the two of them, agree?
I have a job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would not work for anybody with a job.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I
unfortunately
think.
not, yeah. It's just something that other councils are.
Counselor Dave Petty, what's your feeling?
It's the-
He's had 3 meetings today.
How do you feel about beginning at 6 PM?
So I've double checked with my Board of Public Health, as well as my board of, Espanola Hospital. And there's no conflict with starting at 6 p.m. So I'm good with it.
Yeah, I really feel most people in town, or many people, I think, start work very early. And I mean, everybody has different shifts. Some people are on 12-hour shifts, but I feel like a lot of people. Yeah, even if you do work till 5, I think you would be available by 6. But, so moved by Counselor McKay,
I request a report vote.
recorded vote. Moved by Counselor McVeigh, seconded by Counselor McDonald, whereas council has received the motion from Mayor Maisy to discuss the idea of moving council meetings to 6 p.m. Oh, and be it resolved. To be it resolved that council directs. Or to move,
Yeah,
to move council meetings. Six p.m. Do I need to, we don't need to say second Monday or. So whereas council has received the notice of motion from Mayor Maisy.
With the, cause you say it's in the minutes or something to go to 11? Is that
Okay.
max?
I'm pretty sure 11 o'clock.
yeah,
So, do we say 6 to 10 p.m.?
with 10 p.m. being the max, unless through resolution.
I think it should read opposite, maximum 4 hours.
Yeah, that is,
Yeah,
Because
we
if you
read it
have-
that way.
You call a special meeting in the afternoon,
Yeah.
you can
we
run
could
till
say
8,
maximum
9, 10
4
o'clock at
hours.
night.
they can do that too, yeah, maximum 4 hours.
Rather than a set time.
Yeah.
Okay, first council has received the notice of motion from Mayor Maisy to discuss the idea of moving council meetings to 6 p.m. and be it resolved that council directs to move council meetings to 6 p.m. with a maximum of 4 hours. All in favor? Actually, we'll go with this, Counselor, Austin,
No,
Counselor McDonald?
No,
No, Counselor McVeigh?
Yes.
You're a yes. I'm a yes. Counselor Day-Petit?
Yes.
Yes, so that is carried. Well, we'll try it. If it goes horribly, we can move it back. Maybe we don't have crowds. All right, that's it. First up by Counselor McDonald, second by Chairman McVeigh, be it resolved that being a bylaw to come from the proceedings of the Council of the Corporation of the Township of Nairn and Hyman, be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed in open council, and its number shall be 2024-5. All in favor?
In favor.
It's carried.
All right.
Oh, hang
One
on, hang
more,
on.
one more.
Moved by Counselor McVeigh, second by Counselor McDonald, be it resolved the meeting of February 12th, 2024 to now adjourn at 9:53 p.m. to meet again on the 11th day of March or at the call of the mayor. All in favor?
In favor.
It's carried.
Say good night.
Good night.
I can't believe how crazy those simple meetings are.
yeah.